I'm being interviewed, one question that I am always asked is, where does your inspiration come from? How do you come up with an idea for a song? And it's not an easy question to answer. I have come up with song ideas so many different ways. Songs have started just a musical idea, or a lyric comes to mind, or just a topic comes to mind. So many different ways. And as I look back over songs that I've written, it's kind of interesting to think back and say, oh, this one started this way, and this one started this way. So I thought I would try to share you some different ways that I have written by using my songs as examples, where the idea came from and how I worked it through to completion. The first song I've chosen is entitled Go Away. I worked on this song over the summer. I was doing some research, if you will, on the mind and how the devil likes to get hold of our mind. In fact, I really believe that, at least it is for me, that's the easiest place for him to get a hold of me and try to just mess me over. He just likes to get inside my head. And I remember, I love Joyce Meyer, so I downloaded some of her teaching tapes, and they were on the mind. Mind is the battlefield, and various titles. And I would just listen to them over and over again. And certain things kind of stuck with me. It would kind of ring true in my spirit. And one of the things that she talked about was how, in the morning when we wake up, we're kind of in that groggy state, just kind of waking up, our body's kind of moving, our mind is half asleep still, half awake. And she commented on how she believes that's when the devil tries to get a hold of us from the very beginning of our morning to get our conscious self. He starts working on the subconscious and in those groggy moments. So she suggested, she says that she does this just when you're starting to wake up in the morning and start your day, that you just say, devil, you are not going to get me today. Just go away. Just go away. I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not going to pay attention to you because you are nothing but a liar. And so I started to do that. And throughout my day, as things started to come into to my thoughts, and I knew they were not of God, they were nothing God would teach, I just would say, now it's nothing crazy or anything. Don't freak out on me there. But, sometimes just negative thoughts. They're not of God, because God is not negative. He is positive. I would just say, go away. Go away. I'm not listening to you. Just go away. And the more I did that, as days gone by, I just started to come up with what I assumed was a chorus. And the first thing I got was, lyrically, was go away. I'm not believing your lies today. Go away. I'm not listening to anything you have to say. You don't have permission to invade my mind. I am on to your deception. You're just wasting your time. So go away. I'm not believing your lies today. And I would say that to myself in the morning, and I'm like, dude, that's the beginning of a song. And so that's how Go Away began. So the next step was to put that idea for the chorus to music. And I was singing a melody in my head. I had the melody, but I just needed to put the chords to it. So I just picked up my guitar one day and just started fooling around. Kind of like the rock and roll. I wanted it to be upbeat. So I think I just started singing. Go away. I'm not believing your lies today. Go away. I'm not interested in anything you have to say. You don't have permission to invade crude demonstration, but that's the music that I put with it. And even that process, getting the music with the lyrics to the chorus, I had several ideas, and I actually have those recorded. Every time I sit down to write, I record the session. I'm getting older, and I forget things. So I sit down again at another session. I go back and listen to what I did and pick the things that I liked. And there's, as far as the chord progression was concerned, there were things that I played that I didn't like, and just started putting pieces of things together. Okay, I found all of my recordings when I was writing Go Away. As you can tell, I had to put the glasses on so I could see. This is the very first thing I recorded, and I think it was the beginning of the idea for the chorus. And it's very simple. It's just this.
Go away, I'm not believing those lies today. Go away.
And that's all there was to it. It's all that I recorded. But I knew if I didn't record that, I would forget it. The next thing I did, I think in my mind, I just started playing that over and over and over again in my mind, which led me to, let me find the next one I did. Here we go, which led me to this.
Go away, I'm not believing those lies today. Go away.
So there's no lyrics. I'm just trying to come up with a melody to go. We don't go for pitch when we're doing this kind of stuff. Okay, so I just took that little bit of the lyrics that I had, the hook, if you will, and trying to come up with the melody for the rest of the chorus. And there you heard that part of it. And I think the next thing I did, was, did I get it all? Okay, then I have this one entitled Work Session. And honestly, I don't remember what I did, so this could be scary. Here we go. I don't know if it was just more of the chorus or I started thinking about the verse. There's a drum beat. There you go. I practiced. Oops. I think I was going for a groove in this one. So that's kind of the final version of the chorus, with the lyrics that stand and the chord progression that I put behind it, and starting to develop an arrangement of it, producing it just a little bit. So the next step, once I got that far, was to come up with the verses. Where am I going to go with the verse musically? Where am I going to go with the verse lyrically and melodically? So that will be our next episode, and I'll take you through that process. So what did you take away from this little segment? If you're a songwriter, write everything down. Record everything that you do. And listen to it often. Whenever what you just heard, I recorded on my cell phone. And when I was in the car, I'd play it. And it didn't matter if it was just that first little recording that was just, go away, I'm not believing your lies today. I would hear it, and I would sing it and see where my mind would go, where my spirit would take me, if it would take me anywhere. So, and it didn't for a long time. And then eventually I got the next line, and it just started to go from there. But sometimes you need something to just kind of jog that your brain into doing what you need it to do. And so that's what those recordings do for me. I play them in the car and I listen to them. I'll sing with them and see what comes naturally. it really helps me, and it's really kind of cool. Like tonight, going back and listening to those. I haven't listened to them for probably 2 to 3 months to see the process and how it works. So one, write everything down. Get a book. Here's my book right here. And you'll see sometimes I web. Here's another song I worked on. I kind of web some ideas. If I get an idea, I just start writing. Just write it down. That's the big thing, because if you don't, you're going to lose it. The next thing is record everything you do. Whether you're just singing a few lines, get it on tape so you have it. You don't forget it. And develop it that way. Go back and listen to it, and as you heard with my recordings, little by little they start to take shape. So for this song, I got the idea "Go Away" by something I simply heard Joyce Meyer say on one of her teaching tapes. Started doing what she suggested I do, and then from there it developed into a song. On the next Behind the Scenes, we're going to talk about how I developed the lyrics and the progressions and the melodic line for the verses. Thanks for listening. Bye.